Mumbai, city of dreams. But sometimes dreams can become nightmares. For around the sets lurks a silent stalker. And coming to work can mean being eaten alive. In the Sanjay Gandhi National Park, things are moving. The operation to reinforce the leopard's prey base is underway. Captive bred deer are being released into the forest. Prakash Khosre knows he's being overly optimistic. Leopards are attracted to human settlements like moths to a flame. A few hours later, the shoot ends. But the camera crew that's waited for a glimpse of the elusive leopard is rewarded with a rare sighting. Close to human habitation, a leopard is on the prowl. Not one to enjoy the spotlight, the beautiful cat walks almost disdainfully into the darkness. A short while later, the Forest Department wireless crackles to life, shattering the stillness of the night. The leopard has struck again. This time, a little girl has been carried away. Prakash and the camera crew join the villagers in the hunt for the leopard. But in the dark, the going is tough and slow. The chances of finding the girl alive are fading with every passing minute. And then they stumble upon a grisly sight. The leopard is a patient killer. It approaches its target deliberately and very, very slowly, while simultaneously intensely surveying the area. Prakash knows the leopard is hungry. If he can set up his traps quickly, he has a good chance of capturing it. But will the leopard fall into his trap? Will these leopards return to hunting and feeding on wild herbivores? Or will they be driven to approach human habitation for food and seek it out? Only time will tell.
Has just trickled in that Indian Airlines flight IC814 has been hijacked.
There is still no information on the identity of these men or their demands. The plane hijacked.
Christmas Eve, 1999. For the passengers on this Indian Airlines flight, a short 1.25-hour journey to New Delhi is about to turn into days of terror. Not all will reach their destination alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain, D. Sharan. Our plane has been hijacked.
If we don't give them fuel, they'll start shooting us.
The terrible loss of life was the consequence of an inaccurate prediction of the storm's intensity and where it would make landfall. The wrong area was evacuated. Cyclones cannot be fought against, but they can be avoided. Around the world, scientists are urgently researching how they can give advance warning so that tragedies like this can be avoided. On the island of Guam in the Pacific, research is going on into cyclone prediction with the help of some novel technology. Guam, a U.S. territory, is the largest of the Mariana Islands in Micronesia, in the middle of the Western Pacific Ocean. Here, the waters are amongst the warmest in the world, a precondition for the creation of cyclones. Guam itself lies in a cyclone zone. At the northern tip of the island is the Andersen Air Force Base, a Pacific outpost for the U.S. military, which today is engaged in the most unusual kind of defense of the United States, against hurricanes. The Aerosonde, the Weather Scout UAV. It houses all the necessary instrumentation required for weather forecasting. Evening sets in over Guam. The vibrant tourism district comes alive, totally unaware of a weather system brewing, which might well swing this way. While the UAV heads for its rendezvous with the storm, the tourists are entertained with a little local color. The UAV has reached its destination.
Roger, please verify you have the target in sight at this time.
Roger that, we have visual.
But why is it that mankind endlessly migrates towards the coast, towards inevitable danger? On the Queensland coast of Australia, the answer is lifestyle and tourism. The landscape is among the most picturesque in the world, the Great Barrier Reef and tropical islands. But Queensland is in cyclone territory, and the metropolis Cairns is itself anytime a prospective target, lying barely a metre or two above sea level.
We try and uncover or unravel long-term cyclone histories, really over the last 5,000 years.
Not and Hain are making an expedition to Curacao Island to examine one of these ridges. At first glance, it is difficult to imagine that this serene and untouched island has been ravaged by cyclones in the past. On close examination, the scientists find that these cyclones have left behind their calling card. Once a sandy beach, the Curacao shore is now composed of large deposits of corals, broken from the reef and washed up into ridges by some truly colossal force.
Noapara in western Orissa, once a part of Kalahandi district, has a dark history of droughts and starvation deaths. A group of academics started Lokadrushti to change the face of a land which the world had written off as damned. They believed that the way to development was through empowerment, particularly of women. In a land where television or movies were unheard of, folk entertainment was always welcomed. Lokadrushti realized that Gumra, a local folk dance, could be used as a medium to mobilize people. They thought of persuading the women to revive the local tradition of muthi chawal, collecting a handful of grain every day and saving it for the times of need. This community buffer stock was called the Grain Bank, and a woman in each village was designated to collect and distribute rice when the need arose. Dry spells continued in Noapara. The crops failed and drought struck again. Spiritual leaders drank blood and offered sacrifices to appease their god. Yet there's lots left to be done. The experiment that Lokadrushti started, initiating the locals to change their own fate, has taken the shape of a movement. a revolution of sorts, where women have been the main instruments of change. And if such a transformation can be brought about in a barren landscape such as Noapada, then it can surely transcend boundaries and reach out to those in need.
Tijan Bai is a brilliant exponent of the Pandvani, a singing rendition of India's popular epic, the Mahabharata.
This Rudra Shiv statue has puzzled archaeologists for years. It has every Indian astrological sign carved on it, and it's 1,500 years old.
Life seems to be a non-stop celebration in this part of the world. This is the Karma dance. It's good to see these gone tribals holding on to their culture, even in the modern age.